Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today you are going to get an update on all the food plots we planted 2 weeks ago. We've had a lot of rain since, and we are hoping all the fields have little sprouts or something's going on in the fields. So we are about to find out. I'm sitting on the pond right now, actually, the 6-acre pond, and I'm planting millet for this year as well. There's the millet, pretty small seed. So guys, I'm gonna get this millet spread out along the pond. Got probably like 300 yards of bank line that I'm just gonna have to slowly get with this millet. Just targeting about like a foot of the bank that's still moist, so that it's not dry soil, so the seeds can actually kind of penetrate in there on the next rain. And hopefully we get sprouts up before the water comes up, because the sprouts will rot actually and not come up if it gets too much water on it. So we're gonna get that done, and then y'all will see the new food plots. Also, we got a new side-by-side. It was used. It's a Ranger 900 HO high output, and it is working great. Been using the golf carts, but man, this thing won't get stuck now. So here's number 3's plot. It is looking great. Green everywhere. This is brassicas, and it came up really fast. Beautiful sprouts. And it looks like it's growing really well. This is turnips, radishes, and some kale. But it is everywhere through here. It looks like decent spacing too. There's some crowded spots, but with brassicas you want pretty good spaces so those roots and radishes can get to their full potential without competition. Okay guys, so we were at number 2, and if you remember, we planted a strip of clover and chicory through here, and then wheat along the outside of the wood line. As far as the clover and chicory goes, it takes longer to come out and germinate, but if you really look throughout here on this bare ground, you could see little sprouts coming up, little bitty things. Right here, see those? And that's all through this. The only parts that it doesn't look like that, it's hard to see on this camera, those little sprouts, is where the pigs got it. So you see this more mounded up stuff fall through here? The pigs came through here and rooted it. And I don't think the pigs were trying to eat the seed, they were just eating the dead stuff that we killed and digging it up and eating the roots and grubs and things. But man, the pigs did a number on this area. You can see it. This is all rooted up by pigs, and this isn't. So if you look in here, see all those green little sprouts? Chicories and clovers coming up. And then when you get in the pig root, it's mounds of crap. And you can see every once in a while you'll see a sprout in there. But I'm wondering how it'll do as it keeps growing up. I think what we'll do is we still have some leftover seed, and we'll just broadcast the seed back into this where they rooted up, and don't even worry about covering the seed, and see how it does. That's what the wheat and oats and ryegrass looks like. Here's the little clover and chicory sprouts. Much slower grower. So we're just going back and seeding back through this because the pigs rooted it up so much, we're worried not a lot's gonna come up. Alright guys, so if y'all saw the planting of the dove field in a different video, this is what it looks like now. So it was a pretty good fail, not gonna lie, but we did have some growth. This is all sesame, guys, these little strings with pods on them. Sesame seeds. They flower up real nice. Let's see if I can find a flower one. There it is. Sesame seeds get those white flowers. This is a good example of what we wanted this whole field to look like. It's a bunch of milo. But overall, this field failed because we weren't able to kill the weeds. So as you saw, the dove field was definitely used, maybe not by dove, but definitely some deer, coyotes, pigs. Very cool to see. I set my cameras on video mode and it's really cool to see. Uses more battery and memory, but I put it on not feeders so it didn't get as much traffic. Overall, the food plot planning was a success. The only thing I would say that kind of didn't go well was the pigs. But overall, there's no weeds in the food plots right now. Everything's dead except for our little sprouts coming up. So the only snag was the pigs ruining probably about a quarter of our plots, which was kind of expected. There's a high population of pigs, but guess what we can do is just try to kill them and trap them. But overall, planning was a success, and I'll be doing updates throughout the year on how these plots do. So hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next one.